Okay, welcome back to the Wizard Den. Today I'm going to go a little bit in detail about the evocation steps. As you can see, I am in my area right now. This is where I do my invocations. This is the room in which I do everything. Okay, so let's go over it. I took time to set up, well, let's start here. These are my first two pages. They're printed out. What it is essentially it's an invocation of a Maimon, right? And then it also has the banishing the LPRP, but it's demonic, Goetia styled instead. I have the ends here that will be repeated 3 times each. That is my personal preference. Obviously, you see that it's my handwriting. Also, I add Satan at the end. Shaitan is put in at the end. So it would go something like Ranik, Tasa, Ubaraka, Biasa, Ikar, Lucifer. And then I would say that 3 times. Then I'll move on to the next one, and then the next one as well. Alright. And this is very standard for me. So I keep that is printed. Then I have my conjurations that I write up myself. Right here is Hekate's sigil, okay? I have the sigil written, and then I do this. I write my conjuration right here, okay? I have my first conjuration, my second conjuration, which is very small, and my third conjuration, okay? Here is my request, right here. And then, that is it for that piece of paper. See, nothing on the back. Then I have, my request and offer right here. Alright. And then my license to depart as well underneath. But this is, the gist of what you need to have going into your ritual. As well as right here, as you see, I have this bad boy. It's a reverse flow incense burner. Essentially what happens is it takes smoke and it brings it out to the bottom. It just looks cool. But it also smokes out the top. Now these cones are not designed for that. But I have incense cones, okay? This one is frankincense. This one is myrrh. I have a lot more, but these are the only ones I have used lately. Hecate likes myrrh, so I used that just last night. I used this before to get rid of all negative energies, kind of make the room cleanse the room, cleanse the area of any kind of energies. Also, here is my offering bowl. There is old blood that needs to be washed out from yesterday. Now, I also go into this, when I do it, I have candles for the proper color per each ritual. I go into it with, say, for example, I was doing King Paimon. If I was to do Haginti, right? Haginti's color candle is orange, okay? So, I would have 3 orange candles, just my preference, my favorite number. I would go into it with the orange candle, 3 orange candles. And then, if I was doing, let's just imagine, okay, since I have it out, psychic abilities is the ritual. Then I have my silver candles placed as well. So I have 3 orange, and right there you see I have 3 red and 2 silver because I was working with Hecate for psychic ability related ritual. And here again is her sigil. So every time you go to do something, you're going to have to do some leg work. You're going to have to, you can keep certain parts, like this will never change. Okay, these 2 pieces of paper right here will never change. You can keep these the same. I keep them right here, face down, because then when I come in the room, I'm going to put my first set of conjurations that I have to write up. Take a second to look at it, you know. That way you can have a blueprint of what to go off of. That's kind of what you want. And then this is private, but the next one is my request and offering. Okay. You want to also remember, you know, going into it, to try and get into a nice sort. Let me take this off. A nice state of meditation. Okay, if you can get into a meditative state, you just want to essentially get off of your base state. You want to calm down, bring it in, reel in your energy. What I like to do is I like to close my eyes, stare at the back of my lids, and then when my lids, I focus on the black, and then I just zoom out, you know, and I like to sit here until I lose that frame of mind, and I go into a different state of mind. Once I do that, and I can feel that I've shifted, I go ahead and I open my eyes, and I begin my work. Now, the way you're going to want to perform is you're going to want to have to say everything with power. Alright, so here's the N, correct, right? I do the N, like I said before in other videos, I do it 3 times in the beginning. After the first conjuration, I will do it 3 more times. And then I say, and then I shift the N to a Reaha, Bakana, Layan, Rime, Quim, Hecate. And I get that specific N from 2 places, Ducante and S. Connolly. In her books, she mentions this specific N, and it's a very powerful N to make sure you ensure the contact of a spirit. So again, it's Reyaha, Bakana, Layan, Rime, Quim. And I will show you what that looks like. Right there, okay? Now, the first one is Anana, Hecate, Ayer. That is her in, and I will say that 3 times. Now, I, Brian Cooksey, I always like to say my name. Energetically, I feel a rise within when I do that. It's as if my higher self is empowering my energy system. I, Brian Cooksey, invoke and conjure you, Hecate. I seek you in the name of Shaitan. I open my heart and my body to you. I open this triangle to you so that we can communicate together. So you want to speak with power, speak with authority, but you also want to be respectful and see the spirit as an equal, okay? Also, going into this, you want to make sure that you are confident that you won't be interrupted. Be confident that nobody's going to be listening in on you. Because if you're paranoid or you're thinking someone's going to bust in, or if somebody does, it ruins everything. Even the thought that somebody might ruins everything because it takes away from your focus. You need 100% focus when doing these rituals. Because if you're not focused, you lose, you know, your progress in the ritual. You will start over right at the beginning and have to go through the whole process of getting that state of mind that you were in, getting that percentage that you had in closeness to the spirit, how close you two were, and how, you know, the connection was forming. It'll lose it, and you have to restart. So those things are very important, okay? Meditation, visualization, speaking with power, focus, all these things are very, very important. That's essentially all I have to say, though. Just look into, you know, getting good at writing out conjurations. Because once you finish that, you're able to then put this together and these 4 pieces of paper with your sigil. And now with this, I can go confidently in the room and perform an invocation, and I will be happy to know that the results will form and I will have a successful invocation, because all I have to do is follow along with what's on the paper and I will have success, you know. And if I don't, then it's just, you know, an off day for me, or the spirit doesn't want to come, or, you know, whatever the case may be. Also, some people like to use these. The method is a little bit different. I can go over that in another video. But we have an obsidian mirror, okay? Some people like to use these. I have one. I, most of the time, do not use it. But I have it just in case one day I feel like using it. It is a scrying mirror, so you can see into the astral realm. But yeah, that is how to perform the important steps of an evocation and how to perform an evocation. Peace.